Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Life will throw a lot at you. And if you don't get control of the four most important things, your mouth, your mood, your money, and your mind, you're going to struggle. Now listen closely, because this is vital for your growth. If you call someone a bitch, berate them, or speak badly about them, first, control your mouth. Words have power. They can build or they can destroy. You speak life into your reality. But if you're careless with your words, you could be tearing down the very thing you're trying to build. The things you say to others, to yourself, can either push you forward or hold you back. So choose wisely. The right words can open doors, but the wrong ones can close them forever. Words are powerful. They carry energy that can either lift someone up or tear them down. Each word you speak creates a ripple effect, not just in your own life, but in the lives of others as well. We often underestimate the impact of our words, thinking that they are just sounds coming out of our mouths, but they are much more than that. Words have the ability to shape reality, influence outcomes, and even define your character. Eventually. Have you ever noticed how a single compliment can brighten someone's day, or how a harsh comment can stay with them for years? That's the power of words. It's not just about what we say to others, but also about what we say to ourselves. The language we use in our daily conversations, whether it's with friends, family, or even our inner dialogue, affects the way we see the world and the way the world sees us. If you're constantly speaking negatively, criticizing yourself or others, you're not just damaging your own peace of mind, you're also setting the stage for a life filled with struggle and conflict. Negative words breed negativity, but the opposite is true as well. Positive, encouraging words can create a foundation of support, love, and growth. When you speak with kindness, with hope, with encouragement, you are not just uplifting others, you're also uplifting yourself. Think about the times when someone's words have inspired you or pushed you to do something better. Maybe it was a mentor, a friend, or even a stranger. Their words became a beacon of light that guided you, encouraged you, or even changed the course of your life. Words can heal, they can inspire, and they can motivate. But words can also hurt. How many times have you found yourself stuck in a moment because of something someone said to you? Or worse, how many times have you found yourself stuck because of something you said to yourself? The negative words we speak can have a lasting impact on our confidence, our self-esteem, and our overall view of life. That's why it's essential to take control of our words. Imagine waking up every day and starting your morning with positive affirmations. Imagine speaking to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement that you would offer to a close friend. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you realize. If you start your day by telling yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I can handle whatever comes my way, you're already setting the tone for a successful, empowered day. But if you wake up and immediately think, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, then you're already sabotaging yourself before you even leave the bed. The words we speak to others hold the same weight. Have you ever experienced the power of a compliment or an encouraging word? Sometimes all someone needs is a few kind words to turn their whole day around. And let's not forget that the more we speak life into others, the more we create an environment where positivity thrives. Words can spread like wildfire. One kind word, one gesture of encouragement can inspire a chain reaction that impacts everyone around you. And that's the power of a simple word. It has the ability to spark change. But there's also a responsibility that comes with speaking. If you're constantly gossiping and spreading negativity or making hurtful comments, you're not just influencing others negatively, you're also creating a toxic environment for yourself. The words you speak are a reflection of who you are. If you're speaking from a place of anger, jealousy, or frustration, it's a sign that something inside of you needs healing. And by addressing that inner turmoil, by changing the way you speak and think, you can transform your life from the inside out. Words are a tool. They're a tool for connection, for creation, for building relationships, and for breaking down walls. But they're also a tool for destruction if used carelessly. So it's time to take responsibility for the words that leave your mouth. Be intentional with what you say. Choose words that inspire, that encourage, and that uplift. Whether you're speaking to others or to yourself, make sure your words reflect the person you want to become and the world you want to live in. Emotions are a natural part of being human, but they don't have to control us. We all experience moments of anger, sadness, frustration, or excitement, but how we handle those emotions makes all the difference. Emotions, when unchecked, can create chaos in our lives. They can cause us to act impulsively, say things we regret, or make decisions we later wish we could take back. But when we learn to control them, they become a powerful tool for growth, understanding, and connection. Think about the times when you've been overwhelmed by emotion. Maybe you've had a heated argument with someone, and in the heat of the moment, said things that hurt both of you. Or maybe you've been so frustrated with a situation that you made a rash decision, only to regret it later. We've all been there. But here's the thing. We don't have to stay there. We can choose how we respond to our emotions. The power is in our hands. Controlling your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them or pretending you don't feel something. That's not healthy. It means understanding your emotions and learning how to respond to them in a way that serves you and others. Emotions, if left unchecked, can cloud our judgment. They can distort the way we see things and lead us to make decisions that we wouldn't normally make. But when we step back and take a moment to breathe, to think, we can regain control and respond from a place of clarity rather than impulsiveness. One of the most powerful things you can do when you feel a strong emotion rising is to pause. Pause and take a deep breath. That simple act of pausing creates space between the emotion and the action. It allows you to observe your feelings without being swept away by them. You begin to understand what's really happening inside of you. Are you angry because of something someone said, or are you frustrated because of a deeper issue that hasn't been addressed? When you take a moment to reflect, you can uncover the root of the emotion and address it directly instead of just reacting to the surface level feeling. Learning to control your emotions is also about understanding that emotions are temporary. No matter how intense they feel in the moment, they will pass. If you can remind yourself of that truth, you won't let your emotions dictate your actions. Sometimes when we feel angry or upset, we think that the feeling will last forever. We might say or do things that we can't take back, believing in the heat of the moment that is the only way to feel better. But if you take a step back and remind yourself that this feeling is temporary, you'll see it for what it is. Just a passing moment that doesn't have to control you. Another important aspect of emotional control is the ability to change your mindset. If you're feeling down, frustrated, or overwhelmed, try shifting your perspective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this emotion to grow? Instead of allowing negative emotions to drag you down, turn them into a source of strength. When you change your perspective, you change the way you feel. It's not always easy, but with practice, you can train your mind to shift from negativity to positivity. Emotional control also means understanding that you are responsible for how you react to situations. No one else can make you angry or upset unless you allow them to. People may say or do things that trigger your emotions, but how you choose to respond is entirely up to you. This gives you incredible power because you realize that your emotional state is not dependent on anyone else's actions. You have the ability to choose how to react. And that's a powerful tool to have in life. It's also important to note that controlling your emotions doesn't mean bottling them up. Emotions need to be expressed, but they should be expressed in a healthy way. If you're feeling angry, find a constructive outlet to release that anger. Talk to someone you trust. go for a run, write in a journal, or engage in any activity that helps you process your feelings without causing harm to yourself or others. Expressing emotions in a healthy way allows you to release them without letting them control your behavior. When you start taking control of your emotions, you begin to experience life in a new way. You become less reactive and more thoughtful in your responses. You create a sense of inner peace that allows you to handle life's ups and downs with grace. The key is to remember that emotions are just that, emotions. They don't define who you are, and they don't have to dictate your actions. When you learn to control them, you'll find yourself in a better place mentally and emotionally. And your relationships and decisions will reflect that growth. Money is a powerful tool, but it can also be a master if we're not careful. The way we manage our finances can either set us on the path to freedom and security or leave us struggling and stressed. If you don't take control of your money, it will take control of you. You might think that money is just about numbers, income, expenses, savings, but it's so much deeper than that. It's about choices, discipline, and ultimately, freedom. How you handle your finances shapes your future. And if you're not intentional with your money, you'll find yourself constantly chasing it rather than using it to create the life you want. When we think about controlling our money, the first step is understanding that money is not just for spending. It's a resource, a tool that should be used wisely. Too many people live paycheck to paycheck, constantly in a cycle of working hard but never seeing the fruits of their labor. The reason for this is simple. They don't manage their money effectively. Instead of making their money work for them, they allow money to dictate their lives. If you want to break free from this cycle, you need to shift your mindset. Stop seeing money as something to spend and start seeing it as something to invest in your future. One of the most powerful ways to control your money is by creating a budget. I know, it might sound boring, but a budget is the foundation of financial control. It's a simple tool that helps you track where your money is going and ensure you're living within your means. Without a budget, you can easily get caught up in impulse spending, buying things you don't need or can't afford. But with a budget, you can allocate your money toward things that matter: savings, investments, and building your financial future. It's about making every dollar count and using it to create a life that's secure and fulfilling. Another key to controlling your money is to pay yourself first. This means that before you pay bills or spend money on anything else, you set aside a portion for savings or investment. It's easy to think that you'll save later, once everything else is paid for. But the truth is, life will always find a way to eat up your money. You have to prioritize your financial future. Set aside a certain percentage of your income as soon as you get paid, and let that money grow. Whether it's for an emergency fund, retirement, or an investment, paying yourself first ensures that you're building wealth, not just living to pay the bills. It's also crucial to have a clear financial goal. Without a goal, it's easy to get lost in the daily grind and miss the bigger picture. What are you saving for? What are you working toward? Having a goal keeps you focused and motivated. Whether it's buying a house, starting a business, or retiring comfortably, your goal becomes the driving force behind your financial decisions. Every dollar you save or invest is one step closer to that goal. And as you move toward that goal, you'll find that the choices you make with your money become more intentional, more focused, and ultimately more rewarding. Managing your money also means understanding the power of debt. Debt is a tool, but it can also be a trap if you're not careful. If you have high interest credit card debt or loans that are eating away at your income, it's time to take control. Debt can feel overwhelming, but it's important to face it head on and create a plan to pay it off. Start with the highest interest debt first and work your way down. As you reduce your debt, you free up more money to put towards savings and investments. Getting rid of debt gives you more control over your finances, allowing you to use your money for things that will actually build your wealth rather than just servicing debt. Investing is another key to controlling your money. Saving money is important, but it's not enough. If you want to grow your wealth, you need to make your money work for you. Investing allows you to take the money you've saved and put it into assets that will grow over time. Whether it's stocks, real estate, or starting your own business, investing is the way to build long-term wealth. But investing requires knowledge. It's important to educate yourself about different investment options and make informed decisions. The more you learn about money and how it works, the better equipped you'll be to make your money work for you. Finally, controlling your money means being disciplined. It's easy to get distracted by the latest trends, sales, or lifestyle choices that promise quick gratification. But true financial freedom comes from delayed gratification. It's about making sacrifices today so that you can enjoy the rewards later. The more disciplined you are with your money, the more control you have over your financial future. You're not at the mercy of your circumstances or the latest consumer trends. You're in control, making choices that will lead you to the life you want to live. When you take control of your money, you take control of your life. Money is a tool, but it's up to you how you use it. By budgeting, saving, investing, and avoiding debt, you can create a solid financial foundation that will support you for years to come. Money doesn't have to be a source of stress or fear. It's a tool that, when used wisely, can bring security, freedom, and peace of mind. Take control of your money today and start building the future you deserve. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, yet many of us don't fully understand just how much power it holds. The way you think shapes your reality. It influences your decisions, your actions, and ultimately the life you live. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. But here's the catch. The mind is like a wild horse, constantly running in different directions. If you don't take charge, it will run away with you. But when you learn to tame it, the possibilities are endless. One of the most important steps in controlling your mind is understanding that your thoughts don't define you. They are just thoughts, temporary, fleeting, and often not even true. Your mind is constantly bombarded with thoughts, many of which are negative, unproductive, or simply not helpful. The key is not to believe everything your mind tells you. Just because you think something doesn't make it true. Too often we let our minds take us down paths of doubt, fear, and negativity. We listen to that little voice that says, "You're not good enough," or "You can't do this." But here's the truth. Those thoughts are not you. They're just stories your mind is telling you. And you have the power to change the narrative. Controlling your mind starts with being aware of your thoughts. This means paying attention to what's going on in your head and questioning whether those thoughts are serving you or holding you back. If you find yourself thinking negatively, ask yourself, is this thought helping me? Is this thought true? Is this thought moving me forward? If the answer is no, then let it go. You don't have to entertain every thought that comes your way. You can choose to focus on thoughts that empower you, that inspire you, that push you to grow. One of the most powerful tools in controlling your mind is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment, fully engaged with what's happening around you without judgment or distraction. It's about observing your thoughts without getting caught up in them. When you practice mindfulness, you gain the ability to detach from your thoughts and view them from a distance. You realize that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful because it gives you control. Instead of being at the mercy of your thoughts, you become the master of them. Another powerful tool for controlling your mind is positive affirmations. What you tell yourself on a daily basis shapes your mindset. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you can't succeed, then your mind will believe it. But if you start telling yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I am in control of my life, your mind will begin to accept these truths as well. Positive affirmations can help rewire your brain, replacing negative self-talk with empowering beliefs. It may feel strange at first, especially if you're used to criticizing yourself, but over time, these affirmations become ingrained in your mind, changing the way you see yourself and the world around you. Another way to control your mind is through focus. The modern world is filled with distractions, and it's easy to get lost in a sea of noise, whether it's social media, news, or even just your own thoughts. But if you want to achieve anything in life, you need to be able to focus. Focus is the key to success in any area. If you can train your mind to focus on the task at hand and block out distractions, you'll find that you accomplish far more than you ever thought possible. Focus isn't just about concentration. It's about channeling your energy in one direction and giving it all you've got. The more you practice focus, the stronger your mind becomes, and the more you can achieve. Controlling your mind also means taking care of your mental health. Just as your body needs exercise to stay strong, your mind needs care to stay sharp. This means prioritizing activities that keep your mind healthy and clear. Meditation, journaling, and even just taking time to relax and unwind can all help keep your mind in balance. Mental health is just as important as physical health. And when you neglect your mind, you leave yourself vulnerable to stress, anxiety, and burnout. By taking care of your mental health, you create a strong foundation for mental clarity and emotional resilience. And let's not forget about the power of vision. A clear vision of where you want to go in life gives your mind a sense of purpose and direction. When you know where you're headed, your mind becomes laser focused on that goal. It's like setting a GPS for your life. Without a destination, you're just wandering aimlessly. But with a clear vision, your mind becomes a powerful tool that helps you stay on track, overcome obstacles, and push through challenges. When you know what you want and why you want it, your mind works for you, not against you. Lastly, controlling your mind means learning to let go. Letting go of fear, doubt, anger, and resentment. These negative emotions only weigh you down and prevent you from reaching your full potential. When you learn to let go of the things that no longer serve you, you free up space for growth, happiness, and success. Holding on to past hurts or fears only keeps you stuck in the past. But when you let go, you open yourself up to new possibilities, new experiences, and a brighter future. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It's the key to everything you want in life: success, happiness, peace, and fulfillment. But in order to harness its power, you must learn to control it. By becoming aware of your thoughts, practicing mindfulness, using positive affirmations, focusing on your goals, and taking care of your mental health, you can unlock the full potential of your mind. When you control your mind, you control your destiny. Taking charge of your life is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It's not about waiting for the right moment or relying on others to change your circumstances. It's about understanding that you are the one who holds the keys to your future. Life is full of ups and downs, but when you take full responsibility for where you are and where you're going, you unlock your potential to shape your destiny. Too often we look to the outside world for validation or direction. We wait for someone else to tell us what to do, or we expect our circumstances to change without us doing anything. But the truth is, nothing will change unless you decide to change it. You have the power to take control of your life in every single moment. It's not always easy, and it doesn't always happen overnight. But the first step is the most important one. Deciding that you are in charge. One of the first things you need to do when taking charge of your life is to stop making excuses. We all have reasons, or rather excuses, for why things aren't going the way we want them to. We tell ourselves things like, I don't have enough time, or I'm not good enough, or I'll never be able to do that. These excuses are nothing more than stories we tell ourselves to avoid taking action. But the truth is, excuses are just roadblocks that keep us stuck. Once you stop making excuses and take full responsibility for where you are, you free yourself to take action. And when you take action, that's when things start to change. Taking charge of your life also means setting clear goals. Without goals, you're just drifting along with no real sense of direction. But when you set clear, specific goals, you create a roadmap for your life. These goals act as a guide, showing you where you need to go and what you need to do to get there. Whether your goals are big or small, having a clear vision of what you want to achieve gives you a sense of purpose and motivation. And as you work toward those goals, you begin to see the power of your own efforts. Each small step you take moves you closer to where you want to be. But setting goals isn't enough. You also need to be disciplined in your pursuit of them. Discipline is what turns dreams into reality. It's the commitment to showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when the results aren't immediate. Taking charge of your life means committing to the long haul, to the journey of growth and progress, no matter how challenging it may be. Discipline is what keeps you going when the road gets tough. It's a difference between wishing for something and actually making it happen. Another essential part of taking charge of your life is changing your mindset. How you think about yourself and the world around you plays a huge role in your ability to take control. If you believe that you're powerless or incapable, you will never take the steps needed to change your life. But when you change your mindset, when you start believing that you are worthy and capable of achieving anything, everything changes. A positive, growth-oriented mindset is the foundation of taking charge of your life. It's about shifting from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. It's about believing that there is always room for improvement and that you have everything you need within you to make things happen. Taking charge of your life also means letting go of the things that are holding you back. This might include toxic relationships, bad habits, or limiting beliefs that you've been carrying around for years. These things weigh you down and prevent you from moving forward. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or pretending that these things didn't affect you. It means freeing yourself from their grip so you can grow. The past doesn't have to dictate your future. When you choose to let go of what no longer serves you, you open up space for new opportunities, new growth, and new experiences. It's also important to take charge of your time. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, yet we often waste it on things that don't contribute to our goals or our well-being. Taking charge of your life means using your time wisely. It means prioritizing what matters most to you and eliminating distractions. Time management is crucial in achieving anything meaningful in life. When you learn to manage your time effectively, you can accomplish far more than you ever thought possible. By setting aside time for your goals, your personal growth, and your well-being, you ensure that you're always moving forward. One of the most important aspects of taking charge of your life is taking care of your physical and mental health. You can have all the goals and aspirations in the world, but if you don't feel good, if you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to be hard to make progress. Taking charge of your life means making self-care a priority. It means eating right, exercising, getting enough rest, and taking time for relaxation. It also means taking care of your mental health, managing stress, practicing gratitude, and making time for activities that bring you joy. When you feel good physically and mentally, you have the energy and the mindset needed to take action and move toward your goals. Taking charge of your life doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. Seek support when needed. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who inspire you, and who encourage you to be the best version of yourself. The people you surround yourself with have a powerful impact on your mindset and your ability to succeed. Take charge of your relationships too, and choose to build connections with those who support your growth and your dreams. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It is what keeps you on track when motivation fades, when distractions arise, and when the road gets tough. Many of us set big goals, dream of success, and hope for greatness. But without discipline, those dreams remain just that, dreams. Discipline is not about rigid routines or denying yourself everything you enjoy. It's about making consistent, intentional choices that lead you closer to your aspirations, day after day. When you decide to stay disciplined, you're making a commitment to yourself and to your future. It's about understanding that success doesn't come from one great effort, but from a series of small, focused actions over time. The power of discipline lies in the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's the difference between wishing for something and working for it. Everyone has days when they feel tired, discouraged, or distracted. But it's in those moments when you push through and stay disciplined that you make progress toward your goals. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but true discipline shines when times get hard. Staying disciplined starts with a strong mindset. You have to be mentally prepared to stay focused on what matters. If you allow your mind to wander to distractions or doubts, you'll find yourself off course. You have to train your mind to stay focused on your purpose. Whether it's sticking to a workout routine, meeting deadlines at work, or working on a personal project, discipline is what keeps you in the game. It's the inner strength that drives you forward, even when the finish line seems far away. One of the keys to staying disciplined is setting clear goals. Without clear goals, it's easy to lose direction and give up when things get tough. Goals give you something concrete to work toward, something to measure your progress against. When you set a goal, you're creating a roadmap for your success. But setting goals is only the beginning. Staying disciplined means taking action every day toward achieving those goals. It's about doing the work even when it's not glamorous, even when it's inconvenient, and even when it feels like you're not getting results right away. Discipline is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, step by step, toward your desired outcome. Another important aspect of staying disciplined is time management. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, yet it's so easy to waste it. We get caught up in distractions, procrastination, or simply putting off tasks for another day. But when you learn to manage your time effectively, you gain control over your life. Time management is about prioritizing what's important, eliminating distractions, and creating a schedule that allows you to focus on the things that matter most. When you stay disciplined with your time, you ensure that you're making the most of every moment, working toward your goals, and staying on track. And 'tis. Discipline is also about consistency. It's easy to start something with excitement and energy, but the true test of discipline is continuing that effort even when the initial enthusiasm fades. Success doesn't come from one big push. It comes from the ability to show up every day, do the work, and stay committed to your goals. It's about making small, consistent efforts that add up over time. If you can stay consistent, you'll find that the results come naturally. It might not happen overnight, but with discipline and consistency, you'll get closer to your dreams every day. Moreover, discipline involves making sacrifices. It's about understanding that there are things you want right now, but there are bigger things you want in the future. Discipline means choosing to delay immediate gratification for long-term gain. It might mean saying no to things that feel good in the moment, like watching TV or indulging in unhealthy habits, so that you can say yes to the things that will help you grow and succeed. Every time you make a choice that aligns with your goals, you're strengthening your discipline. Finally, remember that discipline isn't about being rigid or harsh with yourself. It's about being kind and patient. It's about understanding that discipline is a tool for your success, not a form of punishment. When you stay disciplined, you're choosing to invest in yourself, to create a future that aligns with your dreams and desires. It's a process, not a destination. And while it may feel challenging at times, it's the only way to unlock your potential and achieve greatness. So stay disciplined. Choose your future, one action at a time. You have the power to create the life you want. And it all starts with the discipline to show up, to put in the work, and to stay committed to your goals. When you stay disciplined, nothing can stop you. You are unstoppable, and your dreams are within reach. Keep going, keep pushing, and keep moving forward. Your success is waiting